In this video, Joshua opens up about how he fixed his low testosterone and ditched his doctor's prescription. His doctor kept forcing him to take more Clomid, but the dizziness it caused pushed Joshua to seek a better solution. Watch till the end to hear Joshua's experience and his advice to others looking to fix their low T.
Welcome to the call. So real quick, my name's Rahul and that's Jonah. You were just speaking with me. Jonah is my partner here at Vasu Ayurveda. He manages the customer experience and, collecting reviews and feedback from everybody. So how it's going to work is pretty simple. It's just a quick 5-10 minute call. We're just going to ask you a couple of questions on how your experiences has been. And how your life has changed with Vasu Shilajit, and if you have any kind of recommendations for the product, and also what you would say to other people essentially that are taking Shilajit. So I'll let Jonah take it away. But I really appreciate your time hopping on before we start too.
I appreciate the product. It's definitely been good. Like, it's been helpful for me in a lot of different ways. So you'll hear all about it, I guess, here in a minute.
All right.
Cool.
Pleasure to have you on here, Josh. I appreciate it. Nice to meet you, man. So first question I have for you is, how did you find out about Vasu Shilajit? Like, how did you manage to come across us?
I found about it through social media. I have an Instagram account for business and just occasionally scroll through things and ran across it. And I'd run across several other brands, but I just started doing research into what I should be looking for. And your company gave lab results and all the stuff that seemed important to, I needed to have. And so I placed that first order.
Gotcha. Cool. Is there anything in particular that made you choose Vasu over, say, a different brand? Because I know you'll see 1,000 of them all across Facebook and Instagram. So I'm just
one from the other. When it comes down to it, it's like a whole sea of different companies trying to sell stuff. So for me, it was lab results was one, and number two was the price structure. How it was set up was easy. Buy two, get one. I like that, and I think you guys actually have a deal on a lot larger package, but I didn't want to do that at first. I'm all about it now. So
glad to hear. So what was life looking like for you before you started taking, Vasu Shilajit?
Definitely had more aches and pains. Like, I'm 47, so like kind of aches and pains, weather, from what I understand from my parents, that's what they told me the forecast is. A lot more aches and pains, tired, just not really motivated to do some of the stuff that I had to do. Feeling a little burned out. My job's high performance as far as like I try to mass produce things as quickly as possible without cutting corners. So it's taxing. Tired, was hurting. Didn't really have as much libido, I think, as I do now, for sure. That was one of the first things when I drank it that I noticed.
I'm glad to hear it. So would you say that was like the turning point for you when just having all those issues? Yeah.
So the doctor had put me on Clomid. This was in the Amazon review that I left. They put me on Clomid, put my testosterone was like in the middle area where it should be, but it's in like the lower portion of that. And so she thought maybe, this would help produce more testosterone and give me a pick-me-up and that kind of thing. The first thing I noticed was it made my vision blurry, but it sort of worked. So I thought, hey, I'll go blind if things will go good again and then feel better and this stuff. I'm kind of joking, but long story short, it gave me other issues too. It started giving me headaches. I started having chest pains. I stopped taking it, and she wanted me to take more of it. So we just completely went two different directions there. And I was like, I don't know that I can take this. And she's like, take more. And I'm like, I'm out. And I'd been looking at Shilajit for a little while at that point, and decided that I'll stop that and take this.
Wow. Yeah, we just had a gentleman in here before you who was having a lot of those same issues. He was having headaches and just feeling like overall garbage. So I'm glad this has been able to help you, in a sense. And I'm just curious that before taking it, what doubts did you have in mind? Did you have any in particular with our brand? Like what doubts were running through your head when you decided to go with us?
Well, I don't really know that I can say that there were many of them there. Is this the best deal? Is it, pure? I didn't really have those doubts whenever the lab results were given. So I guess, is it the best deal? Is the most for the best product? Is it the best quality too? Is another thing. So I'm happy with what I purchased, and I don't think that I want to get this product again because I know this product is already pretty good, and I don't want to take a chance with another company.
That makes sense. Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of like really worry or doubt there, because I did a good bit of research into things before I started to purchase anything.
Well, I'm glad to hear. We have a lot of people who don't do their due diligence. I've had people come to me who've tried other brands and have had all sorts of issues, from headaches. I even have one gentleman, two gentlemen tell me they had gotten stomach ulcers. So I think Shilajit isn't something to play around with. You need to make sure you're getting it from credible people. for sure. And, I'm glad you did your research on
Where
that.
they had Shilajit mixed in with honey and different things like that, which I wasn't interested in. I add honey to my water. I just drink the Shilajit with water and honey. That's it. And I think it tastes fine. I know people had said that it's, kind of funky tasting or whatever, but I don't really have that issue. I noticed if you let it sit for a while from going hot, and when it finally cools off, it'll have more of a tobacco flavor, which I don't mind that either.
Yeah, very, very earth-like for sure. So yeah, let's dig into how has it positively affected your life? What changes have you saw like since you started taking it?
So when I first took it, I immediately noticed that I had more energy. Also noticed waking up in the morning like I was in my 20s again. As far as like libido and things like that, performance in that area is definitely better as well. I don't hurt as much. I no longer have as much of the motivational, just kind of cloudy headed, whatever people want to say sometimes you feel pretty good.
Awesome, awesome. Are there any ways in particular that it's like exceeded your expectations? Like, has it gone above and beyond for you, you think?
I mean, I don't know if you can print this, but yeah, I did not expect I'd wake up with a boner every morning. But I wake up ready to go. And so I guess in a better way to put that, yeah, I wake up like I was.
Awesome.
It's funny because you're not the only one that has said that. It's so funny because somebody said the same thing yesterday, and I was like, wow, like it's all about the consistency, and the fact that it's working, and that you feel that burst of energy in the morning, because that typically, scientifically, when your T levels and everything are the highest are in the morning. And
Yep.
that's why you're gonna be more, you're gonna have better performance. You're gonna feel that way is because you're gonna have that spike in the morning time, which because you're boosting your T levels naturally through Shilajit, you're able to see that difference more profoundly, which is, I'm glad that you're seeing that.
And I like to drink mine kind of like about the time that I would know. Like I get up usually about 7 or so and I get started working. I work at home, so it's just walk straight out to work. And about halfway through the day is when I'm like, okay, maybe I want to stop for a second. And I don't normally take any breaks. I don't stop. I'll just drink the Shilajit about noon, 1 o'clock, and then walk back up and ready to go. So I think anybody that's drinking coffee could just ditch that. I think I saw one guy that mixed his into his coffee. Haven't tried that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to hear. I do have one more question for you, and it's what advice would you, and if Raul has anything after, I'll let him take it away. But, what advice would you have for somebody who's considering trying for the first time?
This is a trustworthy company. I like your product. It came with lab results. I would say order from here. Other than that, my advice to people would be do your research, make sure whoever it is, preferably you guys, whoever it is has lab results that are from a third party that are going to tell you this is lead free, because you don't want to be just eating lead or anything. I mean, terrible for you. But also the quality of what's in it. There's percentages of the fulvic acid and other trace minerals. Y'all's company came out on top in my book. So
awesome. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, no, appreciate the feedback, man. It's to give you a little bit of kind of rundown about us. We're a family-owned and operated business. So my grandfather started the company in 1980, and this is our 44th year of business. So we really put a lot of time and effort into try to give you guys the best quality product that we can. And like you said, it's been long enough for us to not really be concerned about making a quick buck, and it's more about bringing that high quality product, bringing something that's going to make a difference in someone's life, rather than just saying, oh, it'll do this, it'll do that. Like we have real people that can speak behind it, and that's, I think, more fulfilling and makes us happy that if you're seeing a difference from it, then I feel like thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people are missing out. They're not taking advantage of what they could be if they took Shilajit. You know what I mean? It's very.
I wish I would have found it earlier. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
If I'd have found it 10 years ago, maybe a lot of things that are a little different.
Yeah.
But it's definitely given me energy, and it's helped out a lot. And a lot of things have been changing in life. This has been one of the good ones.
Yeah. No, I'm really happy to hear that, man, and really, really happy to hear that things are going well for you, and that's ultimately why we're here. If there's anything, any feedback, any other feedback, if you have, feel free to share it with us, positive or negative. We're not here to hide anything, so we always want to improve and bring the best possible product that we can. So, unless if you have anything else, man, I really appreciate your time, and thank you so much for hopping on. Even the review, the Amazon.
I appreciate your product. Sorry.
Oh no, you can say it again. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, I ended up cutting you off. I was going to say thank you for the product. That was all.
Yeah, no, thank
I
you.
appreciate it.
Because without you and tens of other thousands of satisfied customers using, we wouldn't be here without you. And it's our goal to give the best that we can. And I'm glad, and we appreciate your call. It's really great to hear that things are going well. And then thank you for your time again. And it was great speaking with you.
Awesome. Likewise. I hope you have a good day as well.
Thank you. You too.